Thousands of Connecticut residents and their families depend on these nonprofit agencies every day. Close to 12,000 Connecticut residents receive services for the intellectually and physically disabled in more than 150 different nonprofit agencies across the state. Agencies that depend on state funding, which has been limited for most of the past decade, that is now facing a 10% further cut under the governor's executive order because the legislature failed to pass a budget. People like 69-year-old Jane Miner. She was born perfectly healthy, but contracted a fever as an infant, which caused developmental disabilities that she and her family must cope with daily. A task made easier by the services of the nonprofit known as HARC, which serves communities from Durham in southern Connecticut all the way to the Massachusetts border. The fear is these services will be curtailed, or worse, eliminated for some.
Where's she going to go? What's she going to do? I'm working, our family works, so she would be, the burden would then fall onto us to say, what's going to happen? Where can we go? What can we do?
42-year-old Ann Clunan gets help at home, but is able to take the bus to a job at a Hartford law firm every day. But she couldn't do it alone.
These people depend on having a place to go every single day.
The governor visited here today and said that if the legislature would just pass the 90-day mini-budget, the cuts to this agency and others would only be about half as bad. But with no budget, his hands are tied.
If the people in the legislature were feeling the kind of pain that the people at HARC were feeling, we'd get there. And when they start to feel that level of discomfort, we will get there.
Now, the Speaker of the House, Joanna Semowitz, says that negotiations between the governor's office and the Democrats in the House and the Democrats in the Senate and the Republicans in the Senate are progressing. That was his word. But the governor said today they are nowhere near an agreement. Live from the Hartford Newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.